Hi everyone, I'm back with another video because it's been too long and I need to film more often. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna cut to the chase because this video is either gonna be like really long. It's probably not gonna be very long like on YouTube, but this is gonna take a lot of time for me because I'm gonna do a lot. You might have seen on my community tab that I put up a post talking about a possible comic for Stella and Berry, which are my two OCs from like 2-3 videos ago. Since you all like them so much and I have like a general story for them, I thought it would be cool to make a comic for them. I could post it. I'd post it on my Instagram. Follow my Instagram. You don't have to, but I'd like you to. Just, follow me places. This comic is, I don't know, I don't really have too much of a plot yet because I've barely developed it. And I mean, this is the sketchbook that I've developed in it, and I literally only have one page done, and it was just the one that I did in the video. But I have a plan for the comic, and it's going to be a lot of lining. But, this is cool because I got this fountain pen for Christmas, or it's like not really a fountain pen, but you can take off the nib and it's just like a plastic pen body. So I'm going to use this for lining, and I'm going to use actually this ink for lining it, and the pen I will use the same. Yeah, that's what I'm using, and it's going to be super cool because it'll be my first time using that pen for comic lining. I used it for normal lining, which is comic lining and normal lining are basically the same thing. Because that ink that I was going to use is water based, I'm not going to color it. I'll probably just like gently shade it in maybe other colors. I don't want to ruin the line art, so we'll see. I'll just figure it out. Literally, I think this whole video is mostly going to be time-lapse because it's going to take so long. So I don't know. We'll see. Whatever happens. Ooh, okay, I'm ready to start sketching. And I have some tea. Literally, the lighting is so bad. Better. Wow, I'm so good at this. Cute tea. But the mug is even cuter. It's a chubby seal, and it wraps around, and it's so cute. Ew. Also, look what my sister got me for Christmas. She got me a Sabito figure. I love it very much. I'm gonna start sketching time lapse. Yeah, time lapse. Oh, time lapse. Okay, this sketching took legitimately forever, and I barely even knew how to lay out the panels because I'm not a comic book artist. Overall, I really enjoyed this. It was so fun, and I honestly just love making comics, like, for fun. It's just awesome. Even though I enjoyed this, I really do think that I could have placed the panels better, especially on this last page. Alright, I finished the sketch. Honestly, I really like it. It's so good. So now I'm just gonna lighten it up with my kneaded eraser. And literally, like, so I spent like an hour and a half on this entire sketch, but the time lapse is only like 30 seconds long. And it's weird because I spent so long, but then the time lapse just makes it so fast anyway. And oh my god, this city panel is so bad. I don't know how to draw environments, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I'll look up references or something, or maybe I'll just wing it like I would normally do. Okay, all good. Oof. Okay, now it's time to line, and I'm so not nervous, but I know this is gonna take forever. So I'm gonna use this fountain pen and this ink, which is actually Stella's ink color. Like, this is the ink that I based her off of. So that's kind of a nice full circle moment. Okay, I'm gonna switch to time lapse because my phone is probably gonna like overheat and like die because of how much I'm filming. Okay, bye. Line art time. Ugh, this took forever. And I mean that. Like, ugh. And also dipping the pen in the ink so often was pretty annoying, to say the least. I avoided the entire cityscape. I just didn't want to do it. I do go back and fix it later, though. Don't worry. The plot I have so far is very, like, average, but I still need to, work out what's actually going to happen in this, like, story. I have a vague idea, but I think it's really cute and, like, wholesome. It's not really, like, a heavy story. What I mostly want to do is really put a lot of thought into the characters and not so much as, like, the action of scenes. Like, really give this a little more of a depth to it, if that makes sense. Would also like to take symbolism into, like, a big role during this story to really, like, play up the more emotional or mental factors. So, I finished lining everything. Except this. The cityscape. I don't want to do it. Environments are not it for me, which is why I need to start practicing them more. But I don't want to do it. But I'm gonna have to. I'm literally gonna, like, off-camera sketch it, and then I'll film the what's it called? Lining. Or I'll see what I can do. I mean, I already lined Stella down here, so I have to stick with that. Cities are so annoying to draw. Like, buildings are just so awful. Yeah, so I'll start doing that. Oh my god, cityscape. I hated this. Like, really hated it. Oh my gosh, it was so annoying. But I did it. I prevailed. I did it okay, I think. I don't really know. I don't really have any standards towards environments yet because I don't really practice them all that much. I really need to start practicing them. I will, hopefully. During this process, I literally just looked up pictures on Google and then, like, copied them. I don't know. It was just, like, what I did. So, actually, lining this was so difficult because I did not have my pen. I had to use a brush. So that's why the lining looks completely different from everything else. And it bugs me so much. But that's just what I had at the time. And I couldn't, like, do anything about it because otherwise this video would have been going out super late. I also did not put enough people in this scene. Like, this amount of people is probably, like, a small town or just, like, a town, not a city. It needs more people. And I kind of wish I added more, but I was so tired that I just didn't want to. Remember in the beginning of the video when I said I wasn't going to color it? I colored it. Or, like, I used grayscale. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I smudged the line art in a couple of places. And those markers were also water soluble. I finished the comic. It's good, but it was so much work. Like, it was a lot. And I think I will do it again. Like, I enjoyed this, but I think I just need to solidify, like, how I make these, because as you can see, I added a little bit of, like, gray tones with these Tombow brush pens, but I used water-soluble ink, which means that the ink will come up with the brush pens. So I had to be extra careful. So that, and also I had to draw a background or, like, a scene, and I am so bad at backgrounds and scenes. It's something I really need to work on, and I think I will. I'm gonna work on it soon. Because this definitely humbled me. Because I thought I could at least, like, do it a little bit, but not really. So it's fine. Yeah, but it's finished. I'm gonna put, like, a little slideshow through this video of all the panels so you can read it. And I will be posting the full thing on my Instagram. And it'll be there, there. It'll be there. So, check out my Instagram. I'm not really doing anything over there either, but, follow me, support me. I'm cool. Okay. Cue the slideshow.